Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a little while since I've uploaded, but here I am again. So today what I wanted to do is show you guys how I curl my hair as well as answer questions from Instagram. So I just put a poll of ask me anything and I'm going to just answer a bunch of random questions while showing you guys how I curl my hair. So this is just how it looks after I go to bed with my hair damp. And then this is the products that I use. I usually wash my hair with, honestly, I just go to the store and I get like shampoo that's like sulfate free. Anything that smells good and that's sulfate free. And then after, I don't usually use conditioner in the shower because I feel like it's really heavy. So I use a leave-in conditioner, and this is from the brand Shea Moisture. It's just like a leave-in conditioner. And then I use organic argan oil at the ends, and then the leave-in conditioner, I kind of just like mix it in and put it like everywhere. And then I go to sleep with my hair like a little bit damp. And then it comes out crazy like this. I'm sure like if you have like straight hair, you could do the same curling technique that I'm about to show you. It's just, it'll probably just be faster for me because I already have curly hair. Yeah, so that was a long intro. Yeah, I'll just show you guys how I curl my hair and I'll answer a few questions. Let me show you the curling iron that I use. This one, honestly, I think I took from my mom like years ago. But it says Helen of Troy Professionals. Never heard of it, but I think it's just a 1 inch. Is this like half an inch? Honestly, I don't know. It's like half an inch curling iron. And I don't put it like all the way high. Oh my gosh, look how old it is. Like I have like burnt marks on it, but it works great. I'm not gonna buy a new one because it still works, but yeah, so half an inch curling iron, and I'm just gonna like curl my hair. I just wrap it around just like that, and I like leave it on for like a little while, like like literally like 5 seconds. I do that, and then I'll take the next piece, really small sections randomly, and then I'll do towards my face. So I do alternating curls. So the first one was away from my face, this one is towards my face. So I'm just gonna keep going around randomly. I don't section my hair. I just like, I want a quick, cute, fast hairstyle, okay? And this is how to do it. But let me go into some of the questions. I did get quite a few, so I'm gonna answer a lot of the questions, or as much as I can. So okay, so I got like some questions like asking why did I want to start my fitness journey. And well, first I'll start with how old am I, because a few people have asked that. I am 25 years old. My birthday is May 27th. Yeah, and I'm a Gemini. Yeah, so I've got like a few of those, so I thought I'd just get those out of the way. And then why did I start my fitness journey? So I guess I could start like, well, I was in sports throughout high school, so I loved being active. Being in sports was so much fun. I was in volleyball. I was in soccer for a little bit, but I'm pretty sure that was like in middle school. But in high school I did volleyball, and then I was just pretty active. Like I was always like riding bikes, like going for runs. I don't really go for runs anymore, but I was just very active. I was always like very skinny. Like no matter how much I ate, I was so skinny. It was when I started college, and it was like my first year. But so I met these two girls in college, and they wanted to go to the gym, and the first gym, and it was so cheap, it was Planet Fitness. I started my fitness journey at Planet Fitness, and the reason why I brought up like why like I was so skinny was that like my ex-boyfriend would always like tell me like, oh my god, you're so skinny, you're never gonna gain weight. Like, he was like not the bestest. Like, and I was young, you know, I was making silly mistakes being with that man. Not even a man, a boy. And he would like make those comments to me, and then I was like, you know what, like, it started off like proving him wrong. So I started like going to the gym with those two girls. He was in a different state. I could go on to a whole different story. If you guys want like a story time about like my crazy ex-boyfriend and what I went through, leave that below if you guys want to hear about that. But he was like in a different state, but like still like had control over me, I guess. But yeah, that's such a crazy story. I can't believe I even like went through something like that. But I guess let me get to the point. So I started my fitness journey because of like, he was kind of like making me feel like, ew, like I don't like how skinny I am and this and that. So I started out that way. I started going to the gym with these two girls. We would do like just like the treadmill, like I was just warming up into it. And then I started like looking up YouTube videos and stuff, and then I just found like a huge love for it because again, I was going to the gym when I was in college, so it was such a stress reliever, which I didn't expect, which made me love it even more. So that's the reason I started, and that's when I started. So I was so skinny. I was like 110 pounds, and then currently I'm like 145, so I gained quite a lot. But I'm like healthier now, of course. And then during that time as well, I moved out here to California because previously I was living in Illinois. My dad would always like cook carne asada and just like always like a bunch of rice, a lot of carbs, and like a lot of meats, and I like gained a lot of weight that way. Okay, so next question. I was gonna answer, some people ask me what I do, and I'm assuming they're asking my job. What I do is I'm a respiratory therapist. I currently do work at a hospital. Yeah, so I went to college. I went to a private school, actually. I went to Concord Career College in Garden Grove, and I got my associates and my license through the state, through that college. Like, they helped prepare me for it and everything. I honestly, I mean, it all really depends what you want to do. If that's like the route that you want to go, it's just like extremely expensive, and I just wouldn't recommend that to everyone, because you could definitely wait and get on a waiting list and go through that way if that's like something that you want to do. But like I mentioned before, I moved here from Illinois, and I did not have a plan at all. So I lived in Illinois with my mother and my sister and I moved out here to California. And I didn't apply to any schools, and I just knew myself that if I didn't go to college right away, I wasn't gonna go. That was just like the only school that was near me, and I knew I'd be able to get in and start right away. So that's, and I always like was interested in respiratory therapy because, so I was a nurse aide in high school, and I found out respiratory therapy through that, as well as my mom was talking to me about possibly doing respiratory therapy. So yeah, so that's how I got into it. And then I went online right afterwards for my bachelor's, and I went to Pima Medical Institute. They're located in Arizona, Tucson, Arizona. So I got my bachelor's in science through them. I was just gonna segue to the next question, and they asked me, do I struggle with anxiety and depression? So I feel like everyone kind of deals with some sort of anxiety, maybe like some depression, but I feel like depression is, everyone has their own kind of like symptoms of that, and everyone has their own struggle. So I only can really talk from my own experiences. But I mean, I know everyone is dealing with anxiety during this time. At first I didn't really want to talk about everything that's kind of going on because I wanted this video to be kind of an escape for you guys and kind of feel like, you know, everything's normal in the world. But I mean, like I mentioned, I do work at a hospital. I am faced with these, you know, what's going on in the world right now. So I do get pretty anxious like the night before going to work because I'm like, oh, what am I gonna expect? Like, how is it gonna be at work this day, you know? I mean, the best thing that I do is communicate that I'm anxious to my boyfriend Victor, and that really helps. So if you have like a friend, family member, or anything, just communicate it. You can literally tell them, hey, I don't want advice. I just want to get this off my chest, pretty much. And that's kind of what I've done, is that like I'm just like, you know what, I'm feeling really anxious. I don't know how to, you know, get rid of this. Let me just talk to you about it. Let me tell you what I'm feeling, why I'm anxious, and, you know, just get it off your chest. Acknowledge what you're feeling. Know that whatever you're feeling is okay and it's normal, and don't be feeling like you shouldn't be feeling those things, you know? So just communicate them, acknowledge them, and then do your best to kind of find the positive in things, and then write down things that you're very grateful for, which is something that I try to do daily, or just kind of think about daily, is like what I'm grateful for. And that really helps like calm my anxiety down, and, you know, if you feel like depressed or really sad, just kind of recognizing what you should be grateful for, right? Next question. I'm getting a lot of questions about my boobs, so let me go over that. So it's Wednesday. It's been about 3 weeks already since I got my breasts done. Right now they are like, they're healing, they're cute, they're little, but they're very high. They're very high up. I need to be patient and let them drop. But yeah, so I'll just do a few questions because I do want to do a whole video about it, but I've been hesitant on like filming it right now because I am recovering, and I don't want to, what if like later on I'm like, I don't like how they look, you know, after they've dropped. I want to be able to recommend my surgeon like after, you know, I'm fully healed and I know what they look like, right? Because I don't want to recommend something that I'm not sure if I like 100%. I'm just being patient with you guys on like doing a full video about it. I'll just answer like what size I went for. I went for 425 cc's. I'm doing really well. I'm like, the first week was a little rough because I was like in pain, but the pain was in my back because like I couldn't sleep right, and like I had to sleep on like this huge pillow, like pretty much like sit up all the way the whole time during recovery, and that was like really annoying, which caused like a pain in my back or like a pinch. So I was like struggling with feeling like so uncomfortable the whole time. So that was like the worst part. I never felt any nausea or anything from my medications, and I only took the pain medication for like 3 days, and 3 to 4 days, I'm not really sure, but I didn't do it for a full week. Yeah, so I only like took the pain medication for a little while. They need to drop down quite a few. I feel like I went like a pretty good size for like my frame, but we'll see how they settle, right? So I just want to wait till they settle, and then I'll do a whole video about it so I can go over like the doctor and all of that, because I don't want to just like tell you guys who I went to and then what if I don't like them. So I just want to make sure like if you guys go to the same doctor that I absolutely love it, and I will refer, you know, of course, and I'll tell you guys all the details. But so far recovery has been really good. No problems. I just like am so impatient. I'm the most impatient person ever. I just want things to be done right away. So like I'm already able to lift my arms and everything, so that's really good. I get like a lot of the questions of why I got them done. The reason why I actually got my breasts done is I've always wanted them for like ever. So it's just, I was 25, I'm like, I'm gonna do them. I really wanted them. And then I feel like the main reason why it was like in my head a lot recently was because when I started working out and doing like HIIT workouts and stuff like that to help get rid of my like excess body fat, which actually like I could bring up, I'll do a little self promo. I have a 21-day challenge that I developed after I started doing a lot of like HIIT workouts, weighted workouts, a lot of conditioning to get rid of the body fat that I was struggling to get rid of. If you guys are interested in having that, like something to help get rid of like stomach fat as well as like build muscle, I have that link in my Instagram bio, or it's toriaranae.com. So you guys can purchase it there. But so when I was doing those HIIT workouts, I lost a lot of my breast tissue. So I had like a full B, like about like a full B, and then because I was doing a lot of HIIT workouts, I lost so much breast tissue, and I just had like side boob pretty much. The middle part was like so like flat, and I just didn't feel like womanly, you know, like I just wanted to feel cute, and I did it for myself, you know. So that's the reason why I got my boobs done. But I definitely feel like I'm proportionate, like I'm like my proportions are right now. I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, that's a little bit about my boobs. But I'm gonna do a whole video about everything, maybe like in a month, because then that'll be like 2 months. They've kind of settled a little bit more. I think that'll be a good time. Oh, right. So I did get some questions about what I do for like bloating, and I struggled with a lot of bloating after my surgery because I was on a lot of antibiotics and then the pain medication, which makes you like so constipated, which I actually, for some reason, I totally forgot that that's what was gonna happen to me. So I was like constipated, I was bloated, I was not feeling good. My friend Crislin, she recommended that I drink celery juice, and she swears by this. So she gets a celery juice cold compress. I'll put the picture here right now. So that's what she gets, and then she puts a little bit of apple cider vinegar. So since she's told me that, I've been doing that every day. So she bought me 2 of those from Costco, and then I've been putting a little dash of apple cider vinegar, and I'll drink that right away, right when I wake up in the morning, not even drink water. That's what I just drink right away, and I have seen a difference, like even with like my digestion. Maybe that's a little too much information, but it's okay. That it's helped with my digestion and all of that. So I would recommend doing that. She really saved me with that. So drink some celery juice. You don't have to juice it. You can just buy the bottle at Costco, which will save quite a lot of time. So I do recommend doing that. I get some questions about how I met Victor and like how long we've been together and that. It's kind of like a crazy story. Actually, it's probably not even crazy. I'm just like hyping it up way too much. How I met Victor was I actually knew a lot of his family and friends before I even met him. Tony, you know Anthony from, or I don't know if like some of you know Anthony. I live with Africa and Anthony. Anthony is Victor's brother and Africa is Tony's wife. So that makes myself and Africa like sister-in-laws, even though Victor and I aren't married. It's just easier to say it that way. And so I actually knew Tony before, like honestly, it's been such a long time. I actually met Anthony through my friend Val because he had a clothing line, King Squad Monopoly, like way back when. I can't even like, I want to say it was like 6 years ago that I met him. And I met him through her, and then it was Anthony and Ronnie who had the clothing brand, and Ronnie reached out to me to like take pictures with the workout clothes. So I was very familiar with like his group of people. There was like multiple occasions where we've all hung out and like Victor just never went. So I've like known them for a while, but Victor just never like went out with them. So I guess like we were following each other on Instagram, but at the time they all had like King Anthony, King Vic, King like Ronnie, and like they all had like that like Instagram name, so it was like King and then their name. So I followed him back thinking that maybe I've met him before and I didn't want to be rude and like not follow him. So one time he commented on one of my like Instagram stories about pizza. I mean, that was like the first step to my heart, really. Just kidding. But he like messaged me about pizza, and then we were like talking back and forth, and then I think I actually still have the messages. I took like screenshots. Yeah, I'll put like the screenshots of our conversation when we first met, or when we were first talking. So I think at one point I was just like, oh, can you just text me? Because like we were talking so much that it was kind of like annoying to keep like going back and forth in the app and everything. We ended up texting, and I remember I didn't like respond to him like right away, and I was just like living my life. Like I was single at that time. I was like hanging out with my girlfriends. Like I was just in that vibe, you know, like on my way to Vegas. And then I decided to like message him back, because I always say like, oh, because I was bored, so I texted you. Like I did want to talk to him. I just remember that he texted me like maybe like 3 times or 2 or 3 times in a row. And I was like, oh, what the heck, like I'll text him. And then he actually asked me out on a date when like after I come back from Vegas with my girlfriend. So we went on a date, and the date was like honestly so cute. We first went to go eat, and yeah, so we went to go eat. It was like sushi, and then we went bowling, and then we went to get ice cream, and then he dropped me off before like 9 o'clock. And I thought that was so cute. I was like 23 at the time. It was just the first time in a very long time that like someone was like super respectful to me. It was just like a high school date. He made me feel so young again, and I loved that. It like literally continued on from that for like 3 or 4 dates, and I was like already like in love with him. He was like so funny. He was so sweet, and I never really met anyone like him before. I remember it was like our second date, I'm not even gonna lie, and he was like, I don't want you to like talk to anyone else, like we're just dating. And I'm just like, okay, I'm not talking to anyone else, but how cute are you to like tell me that? But yeah, so ever since then we've been together like inseparable, like besides like working, like we are always together when I'm off work. And we've been together for 2 years. In October will be 3 years. But he's literally the best ever. He's so sweet. I like am the happiest I've been in forever. And it's just so crazy that that's just how the world works. And I remember like the time that I knew like his brother and his nephew Ronnie, like it wasn't a good time for us to meet. And it's just crazy like how things like happen for a reason, you know? And yeah, I'm almost done with my hair, guys, I swear. It's just like I'm the worst multitasker ever. A lot of people always ask like if Africa and I are like actually sisters, like blood sisters, and we're not. Oops, excuse me. We're not actually blood sisters, but like I mentioned before, I live with Victor, and we live with his brother Anthony. Africa is his wife, and we're like sister-in-laws. And honestly, it's so amazing living together, you know, just because we all are very motivating. We all can talk to each other about pretty much anything without judgment. And it's so beautiful that I found such an amazing group of people and how like it's family, you know? I love that Victor's family welcomed me so easily, and it feels like, you know, I have another group of family with me, and it's just even better. Okay, so once you kind of curl all your hair randomly, this is when I'll just kind of like scrunch it and mess with it a little bit, so it like more like beachy natural. I'm gonna answer one more question. This was like a lot of fun. So I'll do one more question, and that's how, maybe I'll do two. So I'll do two more questions. So the first one, easy one, is what's my nationality? And my nationality is Nicaraguan. My dad is full Nicaraguan, so that's where I get it from. And then my mom is Irish, Lithuanian, and like a bunch of other things. But she is one of those beautiful women with red hair and blue eyes. So I always get a lot that like I don't look Hispanic, but I think that's because of my mom. She's just very white. And I love it. I love that both my parents come from completely different sides of the world. My mom was born in Ireland, and then my dad was born in Nicaragua. So that was, they met in the military. So that's how they met, and then they got married like so young. They were married at 20, and my mom got pregnant when she was 20. That's like a whole fun story. Oh, so what I'm doing is after like I curl everything, I go at the very top, and I just take like little sections. I'll do this side, watch. So I'll do like a little section like this at the very top, and then I'll start like at the root. So I'll start at the root, and then I'll curl. And make sure it's like really close to the root so you have some height after. And then I kind of like pull it up like that. So it gives some like volume. Cute, right? Okay, so yeah, that looks so funny. But I'm gonna do more. So you just do it like that. And then it's still alternating curls. When you do one curl, you do it away, and then the other one, do it towards. And I just do it back and forth. But I get some questions about like how I stay motivated during this time of quarantine. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, like it's been kind of hard to have motivation. And I'm someone that likes to plan things out, but I'm also someone that hates a routine. Like I hate doing the same thing every single day. It literally drives me crazy. Like I like to switch it up. I like to have fun. I like to do new things. So it's been really difficult like being at home and just doing the same things over and over again. So like finding motivation has been kind of hard. But I mean, the main thing that I've been doing is just kind of like, again, like humbling myself and being like, you know what, I'm very blessed that I'm safe in the house. I'm very blessed that because even though I've been working at the hospital, that I haven't had any symptoms, that I'm very healthy. So I just look at very positive things, and then I'm just like, how am I gonna stay healthy? How am I gonna stay healthy during all of this? And that's working out, keeping my body active, drinking water, eating healthy, not just having takeout all the time, you know? So I've just been doing that. That's just kind of where my motivation is coming from, is that I'm just thinking about all the people that have been diagnosed and that are very sick during this time, and you know, praying for them that they're better, that they get better, and then praying that I stay healthy. And obviously just praying and like hoping that you're gonna stay healthy isn't gonna work. You know, you can wish for things and hope things are gonna happen, but you have to do it for yourself for them to come true, right? So I've just been thinking about that a lot. Back like when I was a kid, like what I found a lot of joy in, and that was like painting, doing, oh my gosh guys, like I need to do my nails. Like I remember always painting my nails and like having so much fun with that. I'll paint my nails tomorrow and that's something I could look forward to. And then like the next day I have off, I'll like paint, so that's something I could look forward to. Like just kind of spread things out for you could look forward to things. And yeah, so that's my suggestion for you guys. But yeah, this is how I curl my hair. It's super crazy. But like once it like settles out, I feel like it looks really cute. It's like super bouncy. I don't know how the back looks. It looks bad, don't tell me. But yeah, I've been really liking my hair like this. It was ever since I went to Hawaii. I dried my hair like after like going in the ocean, like doing this motion. And it came out like so cute, and I just like curled random bits after, and I loved it. And ever since then I've been doing it all the time. So that just completes this little video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was like a little escape for you guys. I definitely plan on doing more videos. Yeah, I love you guys. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope that you guys count your blessings and, you know, plan things to look forward to each day. You know, even if it's small. It's always like nice to have that. But yeah, stay tuned for my next video. Leave comments below about like video suggestions that you want to see from me. And I hope that you guys got to know me a little bit more. I hope that you guys enjoyed this little hair curling tutorial. I am not a professional. I don't know what I'm doing all the time. I just go with the flow and hope it turns out right. And then also, quick little promo for my hair girl. Her name is Alexandra Barnes on Instagram. I'm gonna put her Instagram here. She does my hair coloring and I love it. So I do suggest going to her if you guys want to go blonde. But I love you guys. I hope you have a great day, night, morning, you know, whatever you're having. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.